This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Monday, June 17th, 2024. I'm Gary Dick. With a reported $27.1 billion in economic development commitments through the first 6 months of 2024, the Indiana Economic Development Corporation says it has already nearly reached the record total for all of last year. Genova's Executive Managing Director Larry Gigerich says the state is now competing in the big leagues of investment and jobs.
Indiana has expanded its competitive footprint, so to speak, who it competes head-to-head with. So the Carolinas, places that have been very successful in economic development, Georgia, Texas, Arizona, for the different types of industries competing with those places, but Indiana's stacking up well. And in the Midwest, Indiana and Ohio stand out above everybody else.
Indiana's revenue collections outpaced projections in May. The Indiana State Budget Agency said Friday that general fund revenues last month totaled nearly $1.6 billion, 8.7% higher than the December 2023 forecast and 3% higher than the same month last year. The Mascot Hall of Fame in Whiting has announced the induction of 4 mascots into the class of 2024. The nonprofit museum says the inductees include the mascots of the Jacksonville Jaguars, San Francisco Giants, University of Montana, and Houston Astros. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Indiana, your bold future starts here. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, our Engage Indiana events take place in every region of the state. Discover when we'll be in your area at ibj.com/engage. Ascension St. Vincent says it has successfully restored access to patients' electronic health records, which were compromised by a cyber attack last month at its parent company.
The Indianapolis-based hospital system said the move will allow most hospital departments, provider offices, and clinics to use electronic documentation, charting, and ordering systems, and patients should see improved efficiencies and wait times. In recent weeks, patients and even some nurses have complained that the hospital system couldn't pull up electronic records, causing delays in scheduling surgeries and connecting swiftly with imaging, laboratory, and pharmacy departments. Ascension, the largest Catholic health system in the United States with 140 hospitals, was hit May 8th by a cyber attack that hindered computer access across the system and affected patient care. In Indiana, Florida, Kansas, and other states, ambulances were told to take emergency patients to alternative hospitals. Patient record systems and medication prescribing systems were among those affected across the overall system, requiring doctors and staff to use paper records. Access to patient portals has been restored in Indiana and other states, Ascension said. However, medical records and other information collected since May 8th might temporarily be inaccessible as the hospitals work to update the portals with information collected during the system downtime. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Wabash Valley Goodwill Industries has identified the location for its new Excel Center in Terre Haute. Our partners at WTWO-TV report the Adult Learning Center will be located at the Meadow Shopping Center on the city's east side. The Excel Center allows anyone over the age of 18 the chance to earn an Indiana Core 40 high school diploma, offering free tuition, childcare, and transportation assistance. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.